In the year 2147, Earth stood at a precipice. Intergalactic tensions were high, and whispers of war echoed through the vastness of space. The Galactic Federation had grown wary of an insidious threat looming from the neighboring Zelaran Empire, known for its ruthless strategies and technological prowess. As fear gripped the hearts of Earth's leaders, they turned to their most unconventional solution, Project HAVOC, or Human Army of Variable Combatants. Initially, the idea seemed ludicrous. A miniature army, only a few inches tall, comprised of human soldiers genetically engineered to operate at a scale never before imagined. Scientists argued that this would offer unparalleled advantages in stealth and mobility. However, the military brass dismissed it as a gimmick, a mere novelty that would never stand against the Xylarans' advanced weaponry. As the project progressed, the tiny army, as it was derisively called, began its training. Human soldiers, fully aware of their unique situation, dedicated themselves to the task with fervor. They were equipped with cutting-edge technology, miniature weaponry, and suits that enhanced their abilities. Each soldier was an elite fighter trained in guerrilla warfare, espionage, and rapid response tactics. Commander Alice Thorne, a decorated veteran of the Earth Defense Forces, oversaw the project. She believed in the potential of the tiny army, despite the skepticism that surrounded it. She often gathered her soldiers and spoke to them about their mission. "You are not small," she would say. "You are agile. You are powerful. And you will change the course of history." Days turned into weeks, and the first successful operation was scheduled. The plan was to infiltrate a Xylaran supply ship, one that was known to transport vital resources to their forces. It was risky, and the odds were heavily stacked against them, but the stakes were high. Earth's survival depended on it. As the operation began, the soldiers were deployed inside a capsule designed to deliver them into the enemy ship undetected. As the capsule ascended into the vastness of space, a mixture of anticipation and anxiety coursed through the tiny army. They had trained for this moment, and they were ready. The capsule landed silently on the hull of the Xylaran ship. The soldiers disembarked, their miniature suits blending into the shadows. They moved quickly, utilizing their training to navigate through the massive corridors. Every creak and clang of the ship echoed like thunder to their tiny ears, but they pressed on, hearts racing. Suddenly, alarms blared throughout the ship. An unexpected security sweep had commenced. The soldiers quickly scrambled into hiding spots. "Stay calm, stay sharp," whispered Sergeant Mark, the squad's strategist. The tiny soldiers held their breath as the Xylaran guards marched past, unaware of the miniature army lurking just out of sight. Once the guards moved on, the tiny army regrouped. They had to reach the central command room, where vital data regarding the Xylarans' plans was stored. They moved swiftly through the ship's underbelly, slipping through vents and avoiding detection. As they approached the command room, the tension escalated. The soldiers knew that failure meant the end for humanity. Commander Thorne led the charge, her determination palpable. "We've come too far to turn back." "For Earth!" she shouted, inspiring her team. With a swift and coordinated assault, they breached the command room. The guards inside were taken by surprise, their confusion evident as they faced soldiers that were, in their eyes, impossibly small. Laughter erupted from the Xylarans, mocking the tiny intruders. "What can you puny humans do against us?" one of the guards scoffed. But that laughter quickly faded as the soldiers unleashed a carefully coordinated attack. With precision and agility, they maneuvered around the stunned guards, deploying specialized weapons that disoriented and incapacitated them. The Xylarans quickly realized they were up against something far more formidable than they had anticipated. Within minutes, the command room was secured. The soldiers wasted no time downloading the critical data, their hearts pounding with adrenaline. Just as they finished, reinforcements from the Xylaran forces arrived. The tiny army faced overwhelming odds, but they fought with a tenacity that defied their size. As the battle raged, the tide began to turn. The soldiers, utilizing their small stature, darted between the legs of the Xylarans, launching surprise attacks and exploiting every opportunity to disrupt their enemies. They were not just a tiny army, they were an unstoppable force fueled by courage and innovation. The battle culminated in a desperate standoff. Commander Thorne found herself face-to-face with the Xylaran commander, who had underestimated the resolve of the human soldiers. "You think you can win?" the Xylaran sneered. Size does not dictate strength, Thorne replied, her voice steady. What you call tiny, we call tenacity. With a final surge of determination, the tiny army fought valiantly, turning the tide of the battle. The Xylarans, bewildered and overwhelmed, began to retreat, their confidence shattered. The human soldiers stood victorious, the laughter of their enemies replaced with silence. As they made their escape, the tiny army knew they had not only secured vital intelligence for Earth, but had also shattered the misconceptions about their size. The victory would echo through the annals of history, redefining what it meant to be strong. When they returned to Earth, they were met with cheers and applause. The once dismissed tiny army had proven their worth, standing as a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. Commander Thorne smiled proudly as she addressed the crowd. We may be small, but our spirit is boundless. This is just the beginning. And so, the world learned a valuable lesson. Never underestimate the heart of a human soldier, no matter how small they may appear.